shocking, everyone. All right, let's tap in. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for letting me be a clear vessel for channeling. I pulled 4 special cards for you, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. And on this card, I put on there impressive. But I get more so, I'm picking up on many energies here. I'm getting like you're this woman at the top, and it's like all these men are surrounding her. Or a woman, take it how it resonates. If you're a male, just reverse the roles. But it's just something about you not being easily impressed, okay? Or this could be you literally at the bottom, and you're doing something that is impressing a particular female who you just view as everything, and I'm willing to go hard for this woman or this guy and fight for my love. You know, it's something like that. But this card reminds me of like the Four of Swords. Okay, maybe you bring people peace, or they just feel like as if they're willing to do the most to maybe somehow lay with you, or just be in your energy, or just like you being a peace of mind to them. I am picking up on that as well. But I was trying to say the Five of Swords and really the Seven of Wands too. I also do get the Judgment card with this card as well. So, I mean, you may have a lot of men or women who compete for you, who really want your attention, who really want you, desire you, because they may view you as this queen or this king. And you can see like this guy, he obviously defeated somebody, his enemy or whoever was competing for you, because I am picking up on competition, a lot of competition energy here for sure. And then I'm zooming in on this guy here. He's like, wanting her, just happy to be next to her, you know? So, and then the guy here, he's just like, okay, thumbs up, man, awesome, you know, which could even be like a father figure or someone an older man who knows when he sees a king or just a prince or something like that. I am picking up Prince Charming too, but why people are shocked by you? You come off like you're in an arena where everyone's fighting for your attention, and you get to decide who wins. People see you as the prize, seriously, and it shocks them that you don't get easily impressed. You've got that queen or king energy where at the end of the day you make the judgment call, and that's just what it is. So there's jealousy and there's judgment when it comes to that, because people stay pressed because of how much power you hold and who gets access to you. Because I just noticed too, she even gave him a thumbs up. Like, she was like, okay, I'm impressed. I don't know why I'm picking up Aladdin when he was trying to win over Jasmine, and one of his wishes was to be this he asked the genie to give him the wish of to be a king or something, right? Or to really, because he came from rags, and so he wanted to truly impress her, so he did like this whole show, right, on Aladdin. I have to find the video. He did this whole scene where he was doing the dancing, and then pulled up with the elephants and just doing like this big thing for this woman, for Jasmine, because he knew she was special, and he didn't want to just like not bring her anything of value. He wanted her to know, like, I have something to offer, just because I may not live in a huge mansion or a castle like you, even though she didn't even care about all that stuff, right? She had money. So it's something like that. Like, maybe you are someone who just, man, you be having people from all levels try to impress you with their money, their just the status, all of that, or just yeah, I mean, I just get like there's just all sorts of men. I mean, all ages, because in this card I'm seeing all different ages of men or women who are competing and who truly want you. Like, they're going to fight for their love for sure, especially the guy at the bottom. They're going to flex. They're going to do the most to get your attention and to just show you what they have to offer, and I'm really getting, I kept hearing you're definitely shocking everyone with like how people compete for you. Like, they could tell, like, for some reason, it could be just at work, it could be anywhere, online, doesn't matter, where people are just like, wow. Yeah, I'm hearing wow, like they just, yeah, because now I'm hearing that one line from Coming to America too, where he was like, queen to be something like queen. I forgot what part it was, but where the guy was singing when he was getting ready to be married, but they all knew, like, man, like, she's the one. And she was a regular chick too, from I guess from New York or something, right, in the movie. But maybe like men or women here don't care about like all of that. Like, they don't care about where you're from or what you have, because they're willing to, and they want to go out their way. They want to provide you with so much, you know, and, you know, he's looking up at her, but he sees you like high up on this pedestal, you know, and, you know, and that's what's shocking people is that, like, wow, how you stand on business and how you stand in your power, how you just know your worth, you having this just such confidence and this high and healthy self-esteem. You know, some of you guys could be kind of like you're all right, you know, just for example, or you want people to come bigger or come with bigger energy, or they need to do like, it's just something like that. Like people are just shocked with how much you don't settle. Like, I don't know if you had a lot of guys you talked to, or you have a line of dudes where, you know, these men could have money, or these women could have just a lot of things that check off on their list for sure. Like, you know, so it's just something about like people are looking at your options and they're like, wow, you truly don't have to settle. And they see that you can literally attract all ages, and like, yeah, you just have like like something about a list that you can kind of pull from. Like, if one person ain't acting right, then he gotta go. Because now I'm kind of here and seeing the chick here with her thumb, like, all right, you gotta go, buddy, you gotta go, it ain't working out, you know. So, but really she's giving him a thumbs up, but she's like, you know, act like she's not like super impressed. But definitely you could be like a tease or just desirable, you know, and a flirt. I'm getting very flirtatious because she's definitely making eye contact with him. But it's just giving that. It's giving royalty. It's giving royalty for sure. Yeah, and I just get like, you make men or women want to like step up for sure, especially with him looking up to do better, to be a better man, to be a better woman, you know. So for example, to like like a woman, right? So if you're a guy tuning in, because I know I have men tuning in, and I appreciate you guys being here, you know. Gotta show the fellas some love. But because I know majority of my channel is females, and the majority of my channel is women. Let me say that. Okay, some of you guys are chicken heads for sure, but let me stop playing. But anyways, so say if you're like a guy, like, you know, okay, so I'm talking to the men right now at this moment, and you see a particular woman and you know she's a good girl, a good guy, and I don't know if you be trying to like groom. It's just something about grooming here. I don't know if you be trying to like groom your woman or groom women to be a particular way, like you want them to. Because now what's coming to mind too is my nephew on my husband's side, right? And I noticed with him, when we all hang out together, his girlfriend, she's a sweet girl, and I'll ask my nephew, like, you know, does he want me to make him I'm making breakfast right now. And that's when we kind of like have our like go on family vacations and stuff like that. And I'll ask him, like, you know, hey, do you want me to, I made some breakfast. I'll just let him know, like, I made some breakfast, you guys, did you want a sandwich or something like that? And so he'll kind of be like, I'm gonna have my girl make it for me, you know, like he be wanting his girl to make it for him, you know, even though he's not saying no, but he's like, I'll have her make, because really he kind of like, get up and make me a sandwich. Like, he don't ever say it to her in a rude way, but he just be like, no, she can make it for me, because he's basically saying like, look, my auntie's up here making her husband, my uncle, breakfast every morning, and, you know, doing this for her king, so you need to take notes from my auntie and make, you know, if that's what you want to be, if you want to be a wife, if you want to be a husband, you know, just giving an example, then can you make this for me too? Like, just kind of, you know, so it's like you're leading by example here too, you know. And I think that could be shocking people as well, because people are looking up to see like, what are you going, or what's your decision, what are you doing? So that's kind of like the energy I'm getting here, where like my nephew, where he was wanting his girl to make it, he was like, no auntie, I'm gonna have my girl make it for me, you know. I'm gonna have her make it for me, because that's what he wants. He wants his woman to serve him, you know, because it's a give and take with him. He's not, and she doesn't mind doing it, but sometimes when she's kind of, I don't know, in her own world or whatever you want to say, you know, she's just sitting down not doing anything, he just like, let's, you know, you get what I'm saying, like he just want her to, these are the things he's trying to let her know, like, I would love it if you make me a sandwich too, like I would love it if you make me breakfast, you know, why don't you be in the kitchen with my auntie and kind of learn from her. She's a wife life already, you know, and maybe take notes, because she's definitely someone that you want to look up to and take notes from, you know, especially with you being younger than her. You know, it doesn't even matter. It could be older. So it's something like that. Like maybe you give that, where you are like this matriarch, or it's something along the lines of that, where you women or girls, little girls, want to learn from you, because or men even want their daughters around you so they can kind of get some of that energy of how a woman should be treated, right? Or how a man or prince should be treat his woman. You know, this is how you treat a woman. You know, this is the type of woman that you want. This is the type of man that you want. So you get what I'm saying. But that's really what is given here, and this is what's shocking others. Okay. Wow. So the next card we have is I got options. You see what I mean, man? That card with this card coming on next to it, for sure. You don't have to settle, and that shocks people. Like, wow, just maybe the amount of women that you have. We do have like women here in their feet, showing their toes and stuff like that, and it's so funny because I'm looking at the toes now. That all the toes look a little different, which is good. They didn't make it all like the same. They made it so real, but somehow toes could stand out here too. But maybe people are shocked with how pretty your feet are, or just your selection of items. Maybe people are shocked with like all that you have. Like you can even have like a lot of material things, or just, you know, like a shoe collection, for example, or perfume collection, or anything, decks, crystals, you know. So that's shocking everyone, for those who are able to kind of see once you give them access to you, you know what I mean? So once you feel as if they are deserving of seeing the shit that you have, or being up in your space. But yeah, I get like people are so floored at how many choices you actually have, whether it's in relationships, opportunities, or just your ability to pick and choose in life. You're not stuck on one path. That alone leaves people shook, because it makes you untouchable. Okay. And I give it this card too. You could be into a lot of things, you know. You could be walking into many doors, or you have a lot of things lined up here. I don't know if you guys are giving pimp vibes here, or just player as well for some of you guys, but definitely is shocking people with like how you have women lined up for you, or just you don't have to settle for one. Like definitely it's given pimp, it's given player, all of that, or just next, you know. It's like that. Dang, it's like that straight up. Or people, even if you're not even like that, people feel as if you would move on pretty fast, or they already know. They just know, like they know there's somebody else in your inbox, or somebody else around the corner. You know, it's just, they just feel like you got it like that because you look so good. Like the way you are, your energy, how like some of you guys could be intimidating. You could be just a social light here. I am picking up on like some like Kim Kardashian energy for some reason too. Like I guess the positive side of Kim Kardashian, mostly like her social skills, you know, because she be getting opportunities, you know. She's good at doing her homework and talking to people. So I mean, the show is about her. She's the main character. Like, come on now, you know. I do like the older sister too. But yeah, I don't really watch it. But it's just something about like you are, even though people have judged you and all this other shit that they have done, you know, men still want you at the end of the day. Like, you're still very hot, you're still very attractive. So it's something about that. So, and I think Kim is actually a Libra too. I believe so. I think she's a Libra sun, and then I think she's a Libra. The next card we have is confidential, and I'm looking at this guy. He has his hoodie on, like he's just going down with the flashlight. There's something people are shocked with, maybe how secretive you are. Like, you really know how to keep a secret. There's just like, I'm hearing depth. There's something very deep. You're very mysterious. I'm even picking up like there's something about you, like you move in stealth mode, you know, like you are definitely not gonna be letting people up in your business. Yeah, but people are just shocked too with this card. I'm getting like maybe what you're into. I get double life with this card too. Like, there's things going on that people feel that you're hiding, but there's just more to you. I don't know if they think you're sneaky or you give that energy, but I think you shock them with like you being a part of another world here too, because I do get like a underworld here, underground, you know, otherworldly type of shit, you know. So but yeah, like people are shocked at how much you keep to yourself too. You know things, you move in silence, and people can't figure you out. They can't. We don't know how deep them stairs are gonna go, right? And then we have like this keypad here too, you know, very interesting. So it could be something literally online, or you could be very good at even like typing fast too, or like, I don't know, like the dark internet or something here with like investigating or detecting things, or just figuring things out online. I don't know if you're good at like hacking or coding, something with technology as well. Maybe you're into like cybersecurity, you're into something, you're in that, or you're studying that. It's just, yeah, confidential. You can't talk about it. you don't talk about a lot of things about yourself, and that shocks people with how secretive you are. But people, yeah, I mean, this card also is like, it's giving me genius too. It's giving elite, right? Because everybody can get access to what certain people who live that life, who are about that elite lifestyle, their privileges and all that stuff too. So it's given privileged life here too. Like everybody is not able to go down there and go in a certain area or know about certain things like you. But yeah, it's like I said, it's given secret world type of vibe here too. Like you've got knowledge or access others can't touch. So maybe you even have like access to your Akashic records. You just be knowing, some knowledge that people are, it's just unexpected. And then maybe you just kind of move like a ninja. People don't know what you up to. You real sneaky with some shit. Like you sneaky. I'm just hearing like, why you being so quiet? Why are you being so sneaky? Like what are you trying to hide here? It's just like that. Maybe you are. Some of you guys are sneaky, because we have all them other cards that can let you know you are secretive, or I don't know if you up here trying to juggle many women here or many men, or you have another life, or you just don't be letting. Even I'm getting with this card too, like there's something about a lock or a safe. Maybe you don't let people know about your money or all the things that you're into. Maybe you're even a part of some sort of secret society, some sort of cult. I mean, everybody's not into the occult world, so it's like maybe you're into the occult, or things that everybody else isn't into, or you're like into, it's just somehow taboo with this card. It's something, I don't know if you're into even like demonic things, or you hiding shit, because I am getting like a negative energy too here. Like I don't know what's going on, where you up here a part of some sort of organization or sorority, did I say that right? Or fraternity or something like that. It's just Masons. I'm getting all of that. The Illuminati. It's just, if it's not that, then it's just like you're into things, or you can't talk about the stuff that you're into. Okay, things people don't. The average person doesn't really know too much. Okay, you're not an average person. Maybe you have certain connections others don't. So maybe you even work for like at a jail or something, or for the government. You into some shit pretty much. You have some sort of plug or information that other people don't have access to or don't know about. So it just, you can't talk about certain things, you can't say, or something like that. And that shocks people. Ooh, and the last card we have is this beautiful card here. All right. Yeah, look, she's looking at albums. She's at the music store looking at albums. She's up there holding the Tupac album. You may love Tupac. I'm seeing the Biggie one as well in the corner here. But maybe you like hip hop music, or you just be like jamming out. People are shocked with like your music selection. Like maybe you just have a whole genre of music that you really into. Like you like country, you like rock, you like R&B, hip hop. It don't matter what it is. House music, is it house music? I think it's house music. Jazz, all sorts of stuff you're just very musically inclined. So I think you shock people with like the stuff you be like jamming to. Like you really be jamming out. It's just a vibe to you. And I mean, you someone who, I'm getting just very juicy too. Like there's just something sultry about you, something very soulful about you too, and something very ethereal. You may be someone who music is very healing for you. You could actually be an artist of some kind as well, and that shocks people with how you mix something. It's something about like you mixing something. You could be a DJ, I don't know, but it's like how to mix music, or just your choice of music, your selection of something. If it's not music, it's definitely like art here, things that really interest you. Okay, yeah, I get like people could be also, I don't know, people like judged you before when it comes to your choice of music, but yeah, I mean, something very poetic about you for sure. Something very poetic. Maybe they're even like shocked with like your hair too, like how long your hair is, your locks are, if you do have locks, how you style it, your style overall. Yeah, you know, I mean, you could literally be like a older, let's say like an older white guy, right? But when people hear what you jamming in your car, or they see you kind of, they go to your home, or they go to like your page on social media and they see what you be posting or what you jam out to, they're like, wow, like you don't look like you would listen to something like that, or that's what's up, man, something like that. Yeah, just like you've got a natural vibe. There's a natural vibe to you that makes everything look easy for some reason. Okay, maybe you have like, it's a rhythm to you. It's like you just kind of like, life dances with you. Like you just make life. I'm getting like there's something very cinematic about you too. But even the way like you're so easy flowing, it shocks people, because you could be someone that you can make people nervous, or they just didn't expect you. Maybe they, like I said, from the first card that you got, right? Once they meet you, you could come off intimidated. You can come off a certain way, and then once they meet you, they're like, wow, I didn't realize you were so cool, like such a cool person, you know, for some reason, I don't know, right? From the very beginning, the very first card that you got, it was like that, you know, you're at the top of this throne type of vibe energy here. And then you had options too, right? You had options as well that came out. So it's like, it's just something about selective, or just the way you come off. Like once they meet you, maybe they feel like, nah, you know, she got money, he got money, or whatever, or they seem to be a certain way. Even if you don't have money, people assume a lot about you, a lot of assumptions about you, because how you carry yourself. But once they get to know you, they're like, you listen to this, you know, you like this, or you're into this, you know, because we did get the confidential card too. So yeah, I just really get that. Like people are shocked about like what you're into, things that you're into. And I really get like people are so intrigued, they're very interested in you. And maybe they judged you before, like judged the book by its cover, you know. Oh, okay, she's black, for example, and of course she's going to listen to hip-hop music, of course she's going to, you know, do certain things of black culture, you know. So they could have stereotyped you, but then once you let them into your world, right? Because when you trust them and you're like, all right, you pass, okay, you know, you've won my trust over, you know, definitely you won my trust over. You impressed me out of pretty much everybody here. Time has passed, or, you know, you really have just shown me whatever it is. They kind of get to know you. Or I'm even getting to like, people are shocked, even if you happen to go shopping with somebody, right? They happen to be with you, or you're shopping for anything. I'm even getting like, even if you're like at some sort of thrift store, or one of those, what do you call them? It's not a festival, but it could be a festival too, but little markets or something. Markets, those where they have the tents and stuff set up. Flea market, it could be any of those. And you happen to check out somebody's art or records or anything, you know, it's something about that. Like what shocks people is that when they see you and you kind of looking at a certain rack, or looking at something like, wow, like you, like, I didn't know you was into classic rock, I didn't know you were into, they just didn't expect it. They didn't expect something. They didn't know you were good at, or they didn't know you were good at something, or they didn't know you knew about a certain topic or a certain person, you know, or you didn't know your history on something, or it just like that. It's like something like that, something simple like that, you know. So because that's what I'm getting, like it's something simple like that. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you didn't think I knew about this? What are you talking about? You know, oh, okay, why you have to put me in a certain box, you know, why? So it's like that, okay? But that's what it is, you guys. That's how you're shocking people. Take care of yourself as always. Wow.